Hello and welcome back to day number 143 of my road to 200 kilogram total. Yeah, it's been so many days since I started this, so that I'm having a hard time keeping track of every session that I've done. But yes, I'm fairly certain this is day number 143 now. Again, doing my training session pretty early in the morning. This is about 6:30-ish. Yes, that is very early for me considering that I used to do majority of my training at around 9 a.m. Has this affected my training so far? Not yet, and it's actually been improving my mood throughout the day because I feel like I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm still kind of rushing this, but there's a sort of freedom knowing that I'm done with today's session. I can just relax throughout the day and focus on work and recovery, just getting some food in me. Yeah. However, the caveat to that is that I am having a hard time editing the first part of this because it's so damn bright. So I had to, apparently I put in too much exposure. So I ended up with pretty washed out footage. So don't worry, it's only for this part it's only during the warm up part wherein you can see this. Now, something I'm adding to my clean and jerk warm-up is some pause dip with a quo press. I think that's how Garage Strength puts it. It's basically just a shoulder press followed by a longer, keeping onto your toes after you extend fully, just so that I can teach myself to fully extend. I'm fully extending during the jerk. There's no problem with that. Actually, if I'm being honest, the hard part when it comes to my jerk is that, how do I say this? Just the foot positioning, so I should actually be focusing more on the receiving position, doing some jerk presses from the split position. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea now that I mentioned it. Yeah, and as you can see, I didn't really blast with the warm-up. I planned on doing 60 for 2 sets and then going straight to the working sets of 82.5 because, well, this is actually this is the sort of deload week in my 4-week plan of, just have a base phase followed by a loading phase, which was last week, and then a deload phase, which is this week. But, yeah. So deload is just 75%. That's still pretty high, but I went 80, 85, then 75, and then I'll go 90 by next week. So 90 for this for a clean plus 2 jerk complex is gonna be about 199 kilos, but since I don't have change plate, it's gonna be 100. Yeah, actually, I love how sharp my jerks have been. The upper body positioning of the jerk, at least. I could really definitely I should be focusing more on that split position, getting into the good split and holding it there. Okay, and this is the first working set. Just 2 sets of this. It's kind of crazy how the clean gets better as the weight gets heavier. I think it's because I'm really teaching myself to just pull at the right. Oh, here I sort of, for the jerk, I sort of lost balance a bit. Ended up going too far back on my wrists. But anyway, back to my clean. I'm focusing a lot on just pulling under faster and making sure I have good contact with the bar, both during the hip contact and during the turnover. Oh, there we go. That I'm very, very happy with my turnover speed. Because as a lot of weightlifting coaches and other weightlifters have said, if you have a good turnover, you have a better transfer of energy from the bottom position going back up, so that the bar doesn't pin you underneath. Alright, and then moving on to some more accessory work. So I basically just call this the arm and back blaster, just bicep curl followed by pull-ups. And thank God these are finally getting easier as it's been 3 weeks. These have finally gotten easier to the point where I can do these with actual proper reps now. Alright, and then this is where I sort of told myself I had to go heavier, and that was the loo raises. I decided to stick with 4 sets of 10 reps for the loo raises, but I still stuck with the 15 reps for my single arm cheater rows. Yeah, this is feeling some pain on my right shoulder, but during the loo raises, but yeah, just have to deal with it. I'll see how it goes in terms of recovery for the next few days. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.